Today, a quick guide on how to create a pet trust. Did you know that more than 40% of pet owners are planning ahead for their furry family friends? If you haven't yet, let's walk through kind of how you can create these trusts in different ways to make sure that your pet is cared for, no matter what happens. I'm Valerie 𝗖𝗿𝗄𝗃 of 𝗧𝗵tti. We're an estate planning practice in New York and New Jersey, and we provide peace of mind to families through our high client value services. If you are seeking assistance in either the estate planning or the administration arena after someone's passing, we can assist. You can reach us for a free consultation at yourplanningattorney.com. And speaking of value, we are also always here educating for free. So please ask questions and share so together we can help some folks along the way. Now, how can we incorporate a pet trust into your plan? First off, if you're creating a new trust, you can go ahead and build it right in. I shouldn't say new trust, a new estate plan can be under a will, although it's a little easier via trust of your own. But you create a trust under your estate plan for the pets. If you have a plan already, you can go ahead and amend that plan and add the pet trust in. Now, again, you can, as I mentioned, you could do so under a will, but it is a bit more seamless when it's under a trust. Now, here are a few details as far as how to do it. You want to pick out people who will manage the money that you might leave behind for this pet trust to take care of the animals, and then also certainly the caregiver for the pets. Now, they can be one and the same person, does certainly make it a lot easier. If they are going to be separate people, you want to make sure they collaborate well. Often I would suggest this as an opportunity or potential for, like, say, children and guardianship and trustee roles. I know that seems strange to compare pets to children, but so be it. Here, I think with pets, I would commonly keep it in the hands of the caregiver to take care of that animal or animals. That doesn't fit for everybody, but it would be my guidance. Now, you do also want to make sure that you're providing all the details relative to the pet somewhere, like microchip information, the breed, any medications they're on, contacts for vet, etc. Favorite toys, treats. But also, you want to keep in mind when you're considering the amount of money, if you've never done a cash flow of how much you spend annually on your animals, take a look at their food, right? Their vet bills, any grooming requirements, etc. Right? There's always stuff. Decide how you want to make sure that they're cared for in the way that you want, and so you have to add all those things and maybe some miscellaneous items like you would do for yourself. Now, you also do need to figure out if something happens to that pet or pets, and there are still funds available in that trust. We always run through the what if scenarios to determine, okay, where will those excess funds go? And you should do that for a pet trust as well. You can create this trust currently. It can be a standalone trust just for your pets. I haven't done very many of those, if any. Maybe one? I don't think so. Most will create this under their own estate plan. And keep in mind, if it's under your trust, it is an active contract. It's valid the day you sign it, whereas a pet trust under a will has to get validated after you're gone through the court process, assuming that all goes smoothly there. And lastly, always, 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 with any matters, not just pet trusts, you really need to review state law and make sure that any limitations, such as like New York has a cap for a pet trust of 21 years. You want to make sure that all of those nuances are covered within your estate plan. You'd be surprised of all the details that do come up based on state law relative to an estate plan. And so that's why, dealing with DIY plans, could miss some of these nuances if you aren't aware of them via assistance from a specific counsel in that state. So discuss it with a professional. So in conclusion, we love our pets so much. I happen to have 3. My family has 3. We want to return that love to them if we are no longer here. So starting a plan or updating your plan, adding a pet trust will bring you peace of mind and knowing that your animals are very much going to be cared for by the people you've chosen. If you do want some help mapping this out in the next step, you can reach out or drop us a comment. Again, I'm Valerie Zammitti of Zammitti Law. We're an estate planning practice in New York and New Jersey, providing peace of mind to families through our high client value services. If you need the help with pet trusts, estate planning, or the administration after the passing of a loved one, you can reach us at yourplanningattorney.com. We hope you've learned something new here today. Please don't forget, share, and take care. Bye-bye.